Hello, friends. I'd like to discuss Alastair Reynolds and his short story, Night Passage. This was first published in 2017 as part of Brian Schmidt's Infinite Stars anthology, and it was also included in the terrific collection Belladonna Nights, which collects some of Reynolds' most recent short fiction. So, Night Passage takes place inside the Revelation Space Future History. This is a set, or I've seen Reynolds refer to it as a tapestry of novels and short stories that deal with the next at least 5 centuries of human space colonization. And if you've not read any of those works, this is actually a perfectly good place to start because it's totally unconnected to the plots of any of the novels, but it'll give you a good flavor for the mood of the universe. So why is Night Passage so good? Well, it's primarily set on an interstellar vessel called the Equinoctial, and it deals with an attempt by the ship's captain to mitigate a mutiny that has interrupted the ship's progress between star systems for the purposes of investigating a mysterious artifact. One of Reynolds' great strengths as a writer is an ability to convey a sense of scale, both in time and space, through the details of his stories. As an example, there are multiple moments where the crew are talking about repairs to the ship's engines and infrastructure taking years or decades, as if it's no big deal because everyone's going to be in stasis anyway. And there's just something deep inside me that reacts to this kind of portrayal of human insignificance against the cosmic backdrop. Space, in all its immensity, is itself a character in a lot of his fiction. Anyway, the next point for this story is the fascinating and tense relations between the two branches of humanity. So the conjoiners are these highly technologically modified and advanced humans. And many decades before the action of this story, they fought a war with mainline humanity called the Demarchists. And that conflict sets the stage for much of the interpersonal and sort of intra-ship drama in this story, because the captain is a Demarchist and the people who have perpetrated the mutiny are conjoiners. Another point of credit, Reynolds really knows how to write an excellent and surprising plot. Even in a story as short as this one, it's clear he's really thought about how every thread of the narrative fits together. And it makes for a conclusion that's satisfying while also being mysterious. I really have no negative things to say about Night Passage. It provides pretty much everything one could want from a science fiction story. It's both vast and personal at once, and it gets in your head and it makes you wonder what's out there. Really, I'd say it exists in the tradition of Arthur Clarke in this way, but I actually think Reynolds is better than Clarke was at injecting the human element into his stories. In any case, you can find this story in Infinite Stars, as well as Gardner Dozois's 2018 anthology, or you can find it, as I did, in Belladonna Nights, which is the latest collection of short fiction from Reynolds. It comes with a dust jacket, but I took it off because I love how it looks, just like this. There's actually another story right before Night Passage, which is the final one in the collection, called Plague Music, which is set in the same universe and can also be read without reference to any of the novels. And it might be another fairly excellent way to get started with Revelation Space if you're interested. Oh, and I would be remiss if I didn't mention that the story is named for the wonderful Weather Report song from 1980, also called Night Passage, which I have linked in the description. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the story, and thanks so much for watching.